So, dear students, welcome you all on the behalf of School of Media and Communication. Myself, Dr. Harish Kumar, welcoming you all. And this is the course related with speech, and this is the kind of course in which you are going to perform something. So, basically, today we are going to discuss about essentials of an effective speech. So today I'm going to tell you the objective behind this particular course. The course aims at helping students to explore and to be familiar with different kinds of communication strategies. The idea is to provide students an environment to develop oratory and acting skills in order to get a practical exposure in the form of street plays and public speaking opportunities. Overall, it aims at helping students to understand the power of speech and expression in the area of communication for the development. So this particular course would be very fruitful for all the students who want to make their career in the field of this particular communication world. So students, a lot of persons are there, and these persons are famous because of their own speech, the way they are going to create empathy, the way they are going to connect emotional link with others, the way they are going to create atmosphere. These things are very important for us, and that's why we say that that particular person is a very good speaker. So have you thought about it that what are the things which are special in these kinds of people? Why they are able to create a kind of emotional attachment with others? There are certain things which makes us differ from those person. So today we are going to discuss about these elements, the elements which are very essential if you want to become a good speaker. And I think that after just going to this particular class and after proper rehearsal, after proper team training, you all will use your own potential that you all have. I think that you all have a very good knowledge. You all have a very good orientation about all these things. But the most important thing is that you should also become a good listener. So, dear students, the question comes in our mind: what is speech? So we can say that the expression of or the ability to express thoughts and feelings by articulation of the sound. So as far as according to this particular definition, we find that basically there are two things, and these two things are very important for us. It means you should have proper knowledge, you should have proper information. At the same time, you should also be able to articulate your voice. If you are able to articulate your voice, then definitely you'll be able to manage, or you'll be able to uh, disseminate the masses in a proper manner, and your speech will also be proper. So we can say that speech is human vocal communication using language. Each and every human being is going to use a particular kind of language in order to deliver a particular kind of speech. So basically, you'll find that wherever we are going to communicate any kind of speech, we are going to take the help of different kinds of sign and symbols. And if other people are also familiar with these kinds of sign and symbols, so definitely that particular person is going to enjoy with this particular speech. So today, definitely, I think that you are going to have a kind of interaction with me. You are going to learn something from this particular virtual class. Dear students, before we move further, we would like to tell you about some important characteristics of the learners. So if you also want to become a good learner and you want to learn something, then you have to just incorporate these things, and you have to introspect yourself where you are. So the first thing is showing respect. If you are able to just show respect, it is coming from your own side, it is not fabricated one. The next thing is being focused. You are focused on your goal, or you are not focused one. You are deviating from one point to another. So if you are not able to fix your goal, then definitely there are a lot of chances that you will be deviated. Apart from it, there should be a problem solving capability. You should not bring problem only. But at the same time, if you are able to solve that problem, then definitely you'll be able to mend your ways. Apart from it, you will find that you should be able to use your common sense. Common sense is not common, but it is frequently being used. Whenever there is any adverse situation, on the basis of your common sense, you are able to make some familiar kind of environment or atmosphere on the basis of your common sense. Apart from it, whether you are capable of working with others or not, this is also one of the important thing. Whether you will be able to work in a team. If you are able to work in a team, then it's good for you. Apart from it, you'll find that showing care, if you are able to show care for others, then other will also be showing that they are also careful for you. Apart from it, you'll find that being preserving is also one of the important things. If you are self-determined, if you are not deviating from one point to another, if you have this decided, then anyhow you are going to accomplish the task, then definitely you are going to learn a lot. You are going to perform your duties in a very good manner. Risk taking capacity, if you are having risk taking capacity, then definitely you will just learn a lot. The next thing is being willing to work. At least you have to decide really you want to work or you don't want to work. This is one of the important thing. And at the same time, you should be responsible. So being a responsible person, being a responsible citizen, how effectively you are going to contribute. And the next thing is being motivated. We are, sometimes it happens that we are self motivated also. So if you are motivated one, then you'll also just try to motivate others. If you are not motivated, sometimes it happens that we are going to create a lot of problem for the others. And that's why you should be self motivated person. And another thing is feeling confident. If you are confident one, whenever you have decided about your goal, you're confident that you are going to achieve that one. So if you are going to evaluate yourself on the basis of these parameters, then you can decide where do you stand right now. So I think all of you having the capability to nurture yourself, to learn something, to experiment, to explore. And in the process of learning, we are definitely going to do a lot. So dear students, I am going to tell you about essentials of an effective speech. These essential elements are very important for you, because if you are going to incorporate these things in your speech, then definitely you will be able to get desired result. Otherwise, you may also face some problem. So the first thing is brevity. You should be brave enough to face the challenge. You should be brave enough to face the crowd. If you are hesitating a lot, then you should come out of the fear of the people or mass, and in this particular way you should do proper rehearsal. You should have proper content so that you can become a brave person. Apart from it, clarity must be there as far as content is concerned, as far as your voice is concerned. If there is a clarity in your thought, if there is a clarity in your voice, then definitely you are going to get desired result. Apart from it, precise words should be used. You should not use ambiguous kind of word in your speech, which is going to create different kinds of meaning at the same time. And we have to avoid cliches also. It means we have not to use the similar word again and again, like, I mean, don't you think? I would like to tell you one particular small incident. What happened that in a particular kind of program, the anchor was in the habit of using a one particular word that you said very good thing. Each and every time the anchor was saying you said very good thing, and that particular program was on a particular health issue. It was related with cancer, and every time the anchor was using the same kind of word that you have told a very good thing. Like doctors said that at a one particular stage, the situation of patient could be very critical, and the patient could not be saved. And the anchor was saying the very good thing you said. So it means that knowingly or unknowingly you are using the same word again and again, then it's going to create a kind of problem. So you should not create a habit, and you should be specific as far as your approach is concerned. It means you have to think about it, what I am going to deliver today. If you are going to deviate from your speech, then definitely you will not be able to get desired result. Apart from it, you will find that as far as essentials of an effective speech is concerned, the state of objective should be clear, and accordingly you are going to work. Whether through your speech you are going to inform something, there are different strategy makers, there are different person who are going to inform something. So basically each and every time you have to work in that particular direction, whether you want to inform something, you want to persuade others to behave in a certain way, or you are going to influence the mind of others, and accordingly you have to prepare yourself. And if you're not clear with your thought that what's your objective as far as your speech is concerned, then definitely you will not be able to get desired result. Apart from it, there must be proper outline. It means the sentence should be constructed in a proper order, or the way you're going to deliver your speech should have some proper beginning. Apart from it, the body of the speech should also be proper, and at last you are going to conclude the things. You are going to conclude the things for others. Suppose 50% audience missed the content that you delivered earlier in beginning. So on the basis of conclusion, the listeners will be able to understand what was your speech. So in this particular regard, you'll find that rough drafts are very helpful for you, because on the basis of these rough drafts, you can prepare yourself, you can get some idea about it, and you are not going to deviate from your lecture. So you can just note down a few important things on your notebook, and these notebooks are very fruitful for you because it is going to help you. Nowadays, you'll find that we are having different audio visual ads. So we can take the help of different audio visual ads. What happens that audio visual ads are so appealing for the listeners or so appealing for the viewers that they are able to get the meaning from these audio video ads also. Like you are going to show up a picture, you are going to show video. Apart from it, nowadays the different people are just going to make different kinds of posters, and these are very helpful for us to understand about the masses. You might have uh, got several messages from different politicians, celebrities, and they are also coming with different audio visual elements. And when they are going to incorporate these kinds of things, on the basis of it, they are going to get a desired result. Otherwise, the people will not be able to understand the message properly. In this regard, you'll find that proper rehearsal is very important for you, because before the actual delivery of the speech, you have to do proper rehearsal. This is also the process of introspection, the way you are going to introspect yourself. And these things are very important for you, whether you are going to stick on a proper time, whether you are able to deliver a particular content in a proper order, the way you are going to use different kinds of word, your facial expression is proper or not, whether you are confident one or not. So all these things are very important, and on the basis of rehearsal, we are able to improve ourselves. So let us discuss about different essential elements, and these essential elements are related with the timing when you are going to deliver a particular speech. So you have to decide the volume should be proper one. If your volume is proper, then you will be able to just convey your message to the last bencher also. Suppose you are not aware about the exact volume, and you keep on delivering the lecture or speech, then ultimately what will happen that the people will not be able to understand the things properly, because your voice or your volume is not proper. Proper volume means your volume should be dependent upon the number of people or gathering. If numbers are too high, then your volume should be increased as much. If the number are less, then accordingly you have to adjust your volume. Apart from it, pronunciation is also one of the important factor for you. If you are not able to make a proper pronunciation, then you'll find that there will be kind of ambiguity. The people will not be able to understand the things properly. So that's why you have to just do proper rehearsal as far as pronunciation of different words are concerned. Especially if you are going to make your speech, you are going to prepare a particular speech which is not in your own language. You are going to just deliver the speech in front of the people who are having different culture and social background. And you'll find that in this particular regard, eye contact is also very important, because through eyes we are able to judge others. Through eyes we are able to establish a connection with others. Apart from it, through eyes we are able to know whether the particular person is honest one or not. So you'll find that we are going to use our eye in a very effective manner, and proper eye contact is always very helpful for us. If we are not going to have a kind of eye contact with the person, then the particular person might not be paying proper attention on your own speech. Apart from it, you'll find that facial expression is also one of the important factor. Whenever you are going to convey any message, whenever you are going to create any speech, your facial expression should also be in that direction. If your communication is different and your facial expression is different, then ultimately it will create a kind of conflict. If you are going to convey something which is very serious in nature, then your facial expression should also be in that manner. If you are just going to cut a joke, then you have also to smile. You have to create a kind of feeling which is having some joy, or you can also smile in this regard. So through facial expression also you are going to create a meaning. Your body movement is also one of the important factor for you. So whenever you are going to have a kind of speech, your body movement should be proper. You have to decide at what particular moment, at what particular stage we can move, or if you are going to move each and every time, then it is also not good. So you have to decide about your body movement, where this particular body movement is required, where it is not required, the way you are going to create a kind of, the way you are going to establish the kind of relationship with the listeners. It's also very important for you. Audibility of voice. As I told you earlier, that your voice should be audible. If it is not audible, then ultimately the listeners will not be able to understand the things properly. In spite of the fact that you are a very good speaker, but your voice is not proper, it is not audible, then definitely it will not be impactful in manner. And at the same time, your speech should not be monotonous in nature, because each and every time you have to come with surprises. You have to break the monotony. The listener should not anticipate about the way you are going to speak something. So each and every time you are just going to have some kind of surprises for the listeners. Sometimes you are going to take any quotation, sometimes you are going to cut a joke, sometimes you are going to tell some important fact, sometimes you are going to engage the listeners, and in this particular manner you will be able to deliver a proper speech. So dear students, today we learned about different essentials of an effective speech. If we are going to incorporate these things in our day-to-day habit, we'll find that we will also be able to make an indelible imprint in front of others. So basic thing is that for that purpose, apart from other things, the most important thing is that we should become a good listener. So if you are a good listener, definitely you are going to just evaluate the kind of information that you are getting from the renowned speakers. you're going to list down all the things and you'll find that what are things different listeners are using in their speech. And if we are also going to use these kinds of tips in our day-to-day routine, definitely we are going to create a good, impactful speech in front of others. So on the basis of my lecture today, my question is very simple for you. The thing that you have to do, you have to observe the speech of any renowned speaker and you have to identify different elements of the speech which had made an impression on you. It means how the speaker came with surprises. You have to just note down about the content, about the construction of the sentences, about the speaking quality. So basically, all of you have to do this particular exercise. So dear students, if you want more information, if you want more content, then you can visit these websites and you can go through the books which are mentioned here. So thank you students for watching this particular class, virtual class, and if you are having any doubt, if you want more clarity on any particular topic which is related with this particular subject, you're most welcome. We'll meet again. Till then, namaskar.